Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to share with you some of the DIY accessories that I'll be using in my planner. I got very inspired after watching lots of DIY videos, especially one in particular called Coupons to Provide. I'll link her channel below. She did a lot of great DIYs using the things she already had. So this is what I did. I went through all of my crafts. I pulled out colored paper, coloring books, folders, different little crafts that I had laying around, and I just made a big pile of things I already had and I thought I could maybe use to create some DIYs in my planner. So here are just some of the things that I found laying around in all my different craft drawers that I thought that maybe I could use. Now there were two items that I did go out and buy. At Hobby Lobby they have these craft tools hole punchers, and you will need the 1/8 inch size if you're using the Erin Condren planner. I'll link it below to make it easy for you to find the right one. I also found this little tool that you use to round the corners of your edges, and I just thought for any upcoming crafts this would be neat to kind of give it a polished look. The first thing I made was this sticky note dashboard. So starting out, I just took this glossy folder that I had. It has no brads, but it does have pockets. I grabbed a ruler, some scissors, a pencil, and some two-sided tape. Now I want to use this pocket here. So what I did is I just used my ruler to measure from the outer edge in the width that I wanted my dashboard to be. I marked it with a pencil. Just drew a line from top to bottom to make an easy guide for me to cut, and then I just used regular scissors to cut along the line. Now the only spot you'll need to tape is right here on the corner, so I just measured a small piece of tape, stuck it down on one side, then pulled off the backing and stuck it down to the other side. Super simple. Then I just grabbed the cover off of my Erin Condren planner, lined it up along the inside edge of my folder, and just marked with a pencil where all of the holes will need to be punched from the bottom to the top. So then I just took my hole puncher, I removed this back portion here so that I'm able to see where I am making the hole punch. By turning your hole punch upside down, you can see exactly where you marked your folder, and then you'll just want to punch each of the holes, working your way from the bottom to the top. After this, you'll want to grab your scissors. You're just going to make one slice from the outer edge of the folder to the center of each circle. This will make the dashboard removable in your planner, and you can move it around wherever you feel it works best. Okay, and now you're ready to just add your sticky notes on. First thing I did was just peel the magnet off of the back of this sticky note pad. I'm going to keep that magnet in case I want to use it for something else. And I just lined up the different sticky notes I'd like to use and kind of arranged them where I thought I'd like them to be. After this, I just grabbed my hot glue gun and I'm going to glue each of these in place. Lining them up first, make sure that you have enough space to fit all of the sticky notes on that you want on your dashboard. that's all it takes for your dashboard. So now I grabbed my planner and I was getting ready to put this in on the front page, and I realized that it kind of stuck out the top part of my planner more than I wanted it to. So I simply just flipped it over, grabbed my ruler, marked a line where I wanted it to cut so that it would be below the line of all the rest of the paper, drew the line out with my pencil, again just used my regular scissors and trimmed off the top. Okay, when you're happy with it, now you can secure it inside your planner. I like to either use a pen or a small pair of scissors to help me poke each of the little spaces between the coils. And once you've got it on there, it's not going anywhere until you're ready to pull it out and move it somewhere else. Now I also wanted to put some things in the back of this pocket here, so I grabbed some of the paper clips that I had and just put those here on the edge, along with some different little sticky tabs and my ruler that I like to keep in my planner at all times. Next, I'll show you how I made this cute little page marker or book marker using a little photo album that I had just laying around. So I grabbed my photo album, some two-sided tape, my ruler, my pencil, and my scissors. So I really like this turquoise and gold striped banner, so I pulled out the back cover and put it directly behind the front cover. This made a two-sided cute little bookmark, but it was a little wider than I wanted to use. So I just measured the width that I thought I wanted my marker to be. Again, I just used my pencil right on top of the glossy paper, drew a line from top to bottom, and again just used my regular scissors to cut along the line. 3 of my edges will be sealed already, so all I'll have to do is seal this outer edge that I just cut. So I already have most of my bookmark done, and it was that simple. So what I'm going to do now is I just pull the bookmarks out just a little bit, and I'm going to put some two-sided tape just to seal the corner where we just cut the line. So I'm going to put some on this side, pull off the backing, and slide the front one back into the cover, and just run my finger along to seal the tape with the clear liner. Then do the same thing on the back side. And that's all it took. My bookmarker is finished. Now I'm just going to punch my holes the same way I did earlier. I'm going to use my front cover to my planner to mark the circles where I'll need to punch. And I'm going to go through the same steps of punching each hole and using my scissors to make the little slit between the outer edge and the hole. This way I can move this bookmarker around anywhere I want in my planner. Okay, then I'm just going to open up to my first month, and I'm going to put the bookmark in the same way I did earlier, using my pen to just secure it in the coils. And that's all it took to make this little book marker or page marker out of just supplies I had laying around the home. And now here's a super simple keep it together band. I had these little elastic bands that I used to make hair ties for my daughters. So I just grabbed those, my scissors, and a pencil. That's all you'll need. So first thing I did is I picked a color. I'm just going to use this plain white. And what I did is I put it around my planner. And because I wanted to stay tight, I measured so that I would have a little bit of a gap between the two edges that'll come together. When you hold the two together, you should have about this much space left in between. Now you'll want to remove it and use your hot glue gun to just put hot glue on one side. Make sure your ribbon is straight and secure. The main thing here is just making sure your ribbon isn't twisted so that it's all going to go on smoothly. Then I wanted to add to this a little pen keeper. So I grabbed one more little piece, wrapped it around my pencil just to kind of get a measure of how long I needed. Trimmed off this tiny little piece, and then I'm just going to secure it like a loop to my band. So you're not closing it off, but what you'll do is you'll just glue one side first, put it at the same seam where you already glued the band together, and then you'll loop it around to make the little pencil loop, and then you'll just glue it right here on the back on top of the other piece. Okay, and that's all it takes. Then you can just test out your strap to make sure it's not too tight or too loose, and slide your pencil in front. And the last thing I wanted to add were these coloring page inserts. This was super simple as well. I just grabbed an adult coloring book that I already had at home, flipped through to find some of the pages I liked, and just pulled them out of the book. Once I had a few of the pages I liked, I simply stacked them all together, used my ruler to measure about how wide they needed to be in order to fit into my pocket here. And then I just marked down the pages, the width that I'll be using. Again, I will just use my ruler to draw a line from the top to the bottom as a guide for cutting. Then I just grab my regular scissors again, and I'm going to trim off a small portion of the coloring page. Now I'm not going to throw those away. I will keep those to make additional bookmarks for my kids. Now I went to slide these into the pocket and realized they're still a little bit snug. So I went back and just trimmed them a little bit more, and now they are perfect to fit inside my pocket to pull out and work on whenever I have time. So these are some of the things I was able to come up with for my new Erin Condren planner using things I already had around the house. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it inspired you to look at what you might have to create your own cute accessories for your planners. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye!